Do you have any idea what's happening with this other non-crypto shit that everybody's freaking out
Yeah,
about?
I've been following it pretty good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I think, first of all, my brother's obsessed with it. So, like, him and my dad have been on a group text with the three of us for, like, the past 2 days. And the first couple of days, I, like, knew nothing of what's going on because I don't follow this, like, stocks really.
Right.
And I've educated myself over the past day. I actually even FOMO'd in one. So
did you?
Let's see.
On Robinhood?
Hello and welcome to REKT Podcast. I am Bunchu alongside my esteemed colleague and co-host, Chamber. Chamber, how you doing, buddy? Been a while since we talked. Lots of things going on.
It has been a while. I was thinking about that today. So much has happened. So much happens when we take, like...
it's not even a week. It's a week and a day.
6
we did
days,
that last Wednesday. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, once we get past like 6 to 8 days, anything can happen. But anything did happen though. I don't care about me. How are you doing, Bunchu, the new father?
Wow. I mean, first of all, it's an honor just to be nominated for fatherhood. Really, I never thought that. Your life could change so drastically in a couple of minutes,
right?
But it's pretty awesome so far. I think a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work, but it is very, very rewarding. And it's a baby boy, and we were surprised. We did not find out if it was going to be a boy or girl. We had a little inkling that it might be a boy just because boys run in my family, but we still had no clue. He was a big motherfucker, dude.
He was,
9 pounds, 6 ounces, 21 inches long. That's like half my height.
Like that's a big kid. That's a big kid.
Dude, he's big. He doesn't fit in any of the newborn stuff.
Of course he wouldn't.
Doesn't fit in newborn diapers. Doesn't fit in his newborn clothes. So he's already eating me out of house and home. So I am firmly secured in the fatherhood club already. Just 4 days in here.
I have so many questions. One. When you told me about his size, the only thing I can think of, have you seen this like picture meme, I guess, of like this like jacked kid standing in the doorway of his parents' room and just like, Mom, I had another nightmare. It just got these like swollen thighs and like big traps, and I think I forget who puts it out all the time, but it kills me every time. And you can't that's
hilarious.
You can't really see him, but it's just like this monster child. Being scared of a monster.
That's what he is.
That's what I kept picturing. I have so many questions. I don't have many friends. I don't have many friends with kids. So now that you have a kid, I can ask questions to you. And not every parent's journey is the same. So things can be different. I know, like for myself, I'm not a crier. I'm not a big emotional guy. But both times for both my kids, I freaking just
I bawled.
Fell apart.
Yep.
So that I was curious about. Now we didn't know. Now this might be a Canadian thing, so I wanted to ask you specifically. We didn't know if we were having a boy or a girl either, and our OBGYN. I would say maybe like the month, maybe like 4 weeks leading up to the pregnancy or to the birth, they had mentioned, if it's going to be a boy, and again, you don't have to get into the specifics. I just want to know if they talked to you about this, but they brought up like circumcision for because we didn't know what it was going to be, and they're like, if it's going to be a boy, and you want it circumcised, that we needed to bring, and again. I want you to jump in if they told you the same thing, but we needed to bring like $300 cash. Like, I'm not even joking. This was 100% a thing, because in Canada, like, everything's kind of. It was the craziest thing I'd ever heard of.
Like a back alley circumcision.
Back alley, like, it was the craziest thing. So maybe it's just a Canadian thing, just judging from your response. But we needed to bring $300 cash, not Visa, not check, cash.
Small unmarked bills in a duffel bag
for
Meet
the
me
doctor
around the back of the hospital by the employee entrance, and we'll get this thing snipped. Let's go.
That's exactly what it
cops.
felt like. And so, to all my Canadian listeners out there who have had kids who've had that conversation, like, we were at like the #1 hospital in Ontario for like baby deliveries. So it's not like we were in like some, like, you know, back alley. And the doctor, the fucking doctor, okay, the physician, the OBGYN said, yeah, you'll need to bring $300. It was give or take $300 cash, and then that goes directly to the doctor performing the circumcision. And my mind just went like it just exploded. I'm like, what? Like, this is the fucking shadiest thing I've ever heard. And then my wife and I had the conversation like afterwards, and we kind of just tabled it for the time being. But so you're telling me you never had that conversation with the OBGYN?
No, they didn't ask me for any money.
No cash. Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, it was fairly straightforward. It was just, hey, do you want him circumcised? Right. Yes or no.
And then they would just do it?
And I will just do it for you.
That's fucking... And no additional cash payment.
No.
I'm telling you, my wife and I looked at each other, we're like, what? What is happening right? Like, what's happening right now?
Oh, my God. That is so funny. Thank God you didn't have girls or boys, huh?
Right, exactly. And that was the other thing too. I'm like, fucking right out of the gate, they're costing me cash out of my pocket.
Yeah, that's it, man. Dude,
so yes.
That is so funny. Okay, no to that question.
All right,
sure.
good.
All right.
So you did cry. That's good. I think that's a good thing. Now, did you, like, when you were obviously emotional, like, I felt like it was like I hate kids, or I hated kids, and then it was like a switch. I was just like, oh, I like this one. Did you get that feeling too?
Well, I like kids. So,
yeah, you're a nice guy. So it's,
I like kids. So I like took right to it, like right away. I'm all in on it. So
that's awesome.
You know, it's a little frustrating at night when, you know, you can't get any sleep, but that's, you know, it is what it is. But
now,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, is he a big crier at night?
So he's just like, it's just like an off schedule that you're not used to. You know what I mean? He does like to cry but like not for just crying sake. You know? He's actually relatively chill. We did call an audible on the name though last second. So we had two boy names, 2 girl names picked out in case. And we were 90% sure that we were going to go with the name Oliver. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I went there thinking that's my son's name if I have a son. And he came out and he was this giant Godzilla monster baby. And we're like, that's not an Oliver.
That's not an Oliver.
No, that's not an Oliver. So we went with our second option, which is Graham. So the baby's
I gotta
name
tell
is
you,
Graham.
Big fan of Graham. Overall,
good choice.
I think so. I mean, I have a buddy that's named Oliver. No, I don't think it's a necessary.
He just sucks.
Just the worst. Just the fucking worst. No, I don't think it's necessarily the worst name. But I think Graham, I like when I heard that, I was like, fucking right. That's a great name.
You know my last name, so yes. It goes very well with my last name.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it would have been Oliver. I don't think would have been as good. Now that I think about it, I never thought about that.
It's a little harder to say. It doesn't roll off the tongue
mouthful.
Like
it's a mouthful,
like Graham does. Yeah, and so it's, you know, and it also lends itself to a plethora of nicknames.
So good. I mean, we were talking about this the other day.
I just call him something new every single time. You know, my wife goes with some of the more cuter names like Graham Cracker or Teddy Graham. I'm over here calling him Baby Graham Piano, Phi Slamma Grandma, the Ramblin' Gramblin' or Grambler, like Grambo, Grambone, and then Mayor McCheese is what I've been calling him the most.
So you still haven't named my favorite one. You sent me a list the other day. And
Country Grammar.
Country Grammar,
yes.
Murdered me. I was dead. That's such a deep cut. I'm assuming you're referring to the legendary album by Nelly,
yes,
Country Grammar. And that just murdered me. I was laughing.
Wham bam, thank you, Graham. That's been a good one. So lots of opportunities here. Graham Ole Opry.
I love a good nickname. Yeah, Graham Ole Opry I thought was really good too.
It's like not a permanent. They're just like you could just call them that whenever you want.
So many options.
And Rum Graham for the Always Sunny crew.
I'm a big fan of the Graham.
So that's what my life's been like the last week. My poor wife, so we went to the hospital on Friday. Her contraction started Thursday, like right as we were going to bed. She somehow made it through the night, and we got to the hospital at 9 a.m. Friday morning, and she did not give birth until 6:18 a.m. Saturday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you said
it's a big fucking baby.
How many hours of pushing?
4.
Fuck. Like,
dude,
I don't know what's normal. So our first one,
4 is excessive.
Okay, that seemed like a lot. I knew my wife. Like we were in like she was in labor. Like we were at the hospital for a while. But when it came time to pushing, I think the first one was like 11 minutes, and the second one was like 30 seconds. Like I'm telling you, it was just like,
wow, really?
2 push. Like it was like, it was both times the nurse was like looked frazzled and said, "We need to get the doctor here right now." I'm like, oh shit, it's coming. But I think, yeah.
When he cries, I call him the Grambulance.
Now, how is the cry? Like I mentioned, crying.
He's got like shrieking. It's
like baby crying kills me. It drives me insane. I think it's like the worst sound in the world.
Well, yeah, I mean it is. So it's
not because I feel bad for the baby. It's just the worst.
Oh, see, my wife is a feel bad for the baby person, and I'm just like, yeah, he's not dying. Like,
right,
just
shut
up. We'll his diaper will get changed in 30 seconds. Like, he's not dying. Don't worry, it's fine. But yeah, so that's what's going on in my life, and we are on day 4, I believe, or
Crazy.
5. I don't even know. The weirdest thing was he was born on his birthday, which is kind of. I wonder if that happens often.
Yeah, I think that's pretty rare, right?
Yeah, I think so. We didn't even get him anything. I felt like a dick. So
we made. I like making. I got cakes for both mine because I just like eating cake a lot.
Nice.
So yeah, when both my kids were born, I just got a cake so Amber and I could eat.
Brought it right to the delivery room. I will say, I was far more involved than I anticipated I would be.
Yeah, because with Corona, obviously there's a lot of restrictions. What'd you get to do?
I basically delivered this kid, no joke.
Oh, that was the other question. So did you go below the border?
Dude, I literally I was like delivering the fucking kid. Like it, not even kidding you.
Like I couldn't handle that.
There wasn't a above the border or below the border. It was I basically was taking the snap of the football game. It was
you're a much braver man than me. No, I got
pretty wild.
There was a blanket.
No,
and
blanket, no nothing.
I stayed above the knee. You know what I mean?
There was none of that. It was just.
Did you get to do the snippy snip?
Yep, I did that too. Yeah.
Now, what was your like what did you think about that? Like what were your first thoughts of snipping the umbilical cord?
I think it's a lot like what it would feel like to cut calamari with a scissor.
I agree. I think that's a very apt. I thought it was much like tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it's
rubbery.
like cutting calamari with the scissor.
Yeah, I think that's a very good depiction of what it is. Sogra.
But anyway, I mean, he's great, and it's
I love
the
it.
best. It's
And,
just
still got the little umbilical cord still hanging off.
Yep, still got that. So
It's gross. It's gonna turn gross and smelly in like a couple of weeks.
oh, lovely! This is just great. Awesome. But otherwise, I mean, he's pretty great. So Mayor McCheese.
I love it, Mayor McCheese. Long may he reign.
Cheers to you, Mayor McCheese, first of his name. The first thing I thought about was, oh fuck, he's gonna listen to this podcast someday.
Oh yeah, this is his first podcast. This is where he can start. This is where he can start. You know what I mean? Yep. He doesn't listen. He doesn't need to listen to the bullshit before. There's BG and AG before Graham and after Graham. That's right.
That's it.
Episode 1 for Graham.
1 AG. That's it.
I love it.
But anyway, there's a lot of market stuff going on.
Yeah.
We are not just talking and going beyond crypto even today. So, I mean, I feel like we should just get right to it here. Hold on, let me see. I just want to check the current prices where we are right now. So, Graham, when you hear this episode sometime in the future and Bitcoin is millions of dollars, the week you were born, it was $31,961. So you're gonna be like, oh my god, my dad got in so low. And then then you're gonna listen to the rest of it and realize Dad lost all his Bitcoin gambling on DeFi shitcoins.
Yeah, he definitely did.
So Bitcoin 31.9, Ethereum 1344, Tether $1, Polkadot 1712, XRP 26 cents, Cardano 34 cents, Chainlink 23.92. Wow, that's done well. Litecoin 130. Wow. Bitcoin Cash 394 and Binance $42.23. Rounding out your top 10. What are the key takeaways for you for the last week, Chamber?
Well, I think DeFi coins, good DeFi projects are gonna creep themselves into the top 20 and the top 10. And then we
don't even have that many yet. Like
I know.
They're making their way for sure.
They're 100% coming. Like your Wi-Fi's, your sushis, your unis.
Unis at 1426.
Aave.
Oh
God. Those big projects, man, they're gonna creep them. They're gonna creep into the top 20 and the top 10, meaning that some of these, old. Your dashes and your Litecoins and your whatever else we said are going to migrate out because there's a ton of money. I don't know if it's real money. I don't know exactly how that works. Like what's the market cap for a Litecoin? It's got to be a couple billion, right?
Let's see. Litecoin right now
billion?
is 8 billion. 8.6 billion.
Are we telling you $8 billion worth of Litecoin is out in the market? Is that real money? I don't know. So if I don't know what's going to happen.
24-hour volume is 5 billion. How is that a thing?
I feel like that's dirty. That's a dirty number. I don't think that's clean. So yeah, I think we're just going to see. I was on Twitter the other day making fun of him, like who's pushing coins from 2017 like Icon and Neo right now when you could be.
Well, I mean those the problem is like those coins they're just not going to pump as hard, I don't think, right?
Right, and if they do,
because they're just sitting on giant sell walls from 2017 people,
exactly.
Just trying to get their original money back.
Right, they always talk about what was that, like Filecoin, like that was Filecoin. Like Filecoin back in 2017 is what Litecoin is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like, why are you going to do that? Like just stick to what's exciting people.
But this is what happens though. Like it's new people that are coming in, right? Mm-hmm. Because I do think we probably are seeing a lot of new people, which we'll talk about in a moment here. We're probably seeing a lot of new people, and they all take the same first cycle, right? It's like Bitcoin, okay, then Ethereum, then what are all these other ones? Oh, what if this is the next Bitcoin? Right. Like all these threads say that Litecoin's like the Bitcoin silver. Oh, I should buy some of that. It's only $130. And then only then do they do they get into the deep, deep, dark rabbit hole of all the checks notes 6,193 coins that exists on 26 exchanges.
Bananas.
I think that's ranked number 864.
You're probably right.
So I mean, like, you know, so that's what happens, right? I mean, what's to say there's going to be any difference? You think people will jump straight to DeFi? I'm not sure.
I think
there's also a learning curve, right? There's also a bigger learning curve for that.
I think DeFi will be. They'll jump to DeFi before they jump to like Tron, I would say.
Maybe, but like,
you know what I mean, like that level.
But you still have Justin Sun out there polluting the earth.
That's true. Maybe Tron's a bad example.
I think Tron's a bad example. But like, so let's do one without such a hype machine.
Like Bcash, maybe.
Well, that one's confusing. I think that's a bad example too. Let's try Neo. How about that?
Yeah, Neo's a good example. Great example.
Neo's a good example. Or like Nem, like
exactly,
at rank 23rd, or you know, I agree, but like then they might just move down this list. Who knows? You know, it's like it's really I don't know. I do think there's a learning curve to DeFi too.
Yes, I mean it's not easy. It's not a like, you know, I started using thanks to our friends over at Ledger Cast Matcha. Have you used this yet?
No, you were telling me about it. I haven't yet. I've been
so slick. It's very slick. Yeah, it's very nice. But
poor, so I don't have anything to trade. So.
It's still a learning curve. Like you know what I mean? Like it's nice. It's easier than anything else probably, but it's still not as easy as just clicking on Coinbase and, you know, filling your bags. You know what I mean?
So we do have you know, some more breaking news over this past week, I've now fully gotten back into the shitcoin hype. So I am now fully back into altcoins.
I love it.
And here's my rationale for all those people that want to call me names, because I've been just touting the Bitcoin horn for so long, right?
Right.
But it is that, right? Like I'm back. The things I'm in are essentially all DeFi stuff, because I think that, you know, we saw that first run up in DeFi over the summer.
Yes.
And then now I feel like things are now evolving into round two. I've some I missed, like Rook. I missed MPH. I missed a little. I mean, you know, from where I could have bought them.
Sure. Yeah.
The one big one that's been nice to me so far is Badger.
Nice.
That now makes up the top of my portfolio.
Nice. I think 1 second. Let me double check. I think it's the top of mine as well. It is the top of mine too. So.
Yes. So I went decent in Badger. So like I basically took my whole portfolio. I'm like 30% in Bitcoin, and then I sprinkled the rest.
So, do we want to shill? I got to know. Can I know what your bags are? So well, you got Badger.
I have Badger. I have Wi-Fi, like you said.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, so I sold. I had a nice little pump on Swipe SXP yesterday, and that's one of those bags I got because the chart looked good, but I actually didn't know anything about the project, nor thought it was any good, nor that I don't think it was DeFi either. And it pumped, and I just got all out. Like I had a nice 30 or 40% pump on it, which was great. And I put I think Wi-Fi is a solid one. I think that one's gonna
So
pump
I bought
soon.
Wi-Fi when it was at 36, so I'm down on it because you know, it'll creep back up.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay on that one.
Then I have some wax in there from our
Yes.
partnerships and stuff. And then I have some 1 inch.
Ooh, I don't have any of that.
That's up 22%.
That's a good one, though. I hear that's a good one.
And then I have Balancer. Balancer. Yes.
I know that one too. I don't have that.
Those are the ones I have currently. I'm probably missing some good ones that I need to get in. Oh, and then I have our boys. Why though?
Oh, right.
Still, I'm holding that, and that's up to $12.50. And the blackjack casino things are coming out like this week or next week.
Whoa.
And the thing with that coin is, one, it's a mega meme coin. Two, the circulating supply, or the supply, is so low that
how low is it?
if like people actually start using this platform to play blackjack on it, and you have to buy these, it'll skyrocket pretty quickly.
Interesting.
I think there's only 137 wallets.
Really?
I think there's only 137 holders. I still have the one.
Chart.
Remember when we bought into the pre-sale? Remember?
Yes, we did. I sold mine.
I still have. I just took out what I put in, so I took out my 1 ETH worth, right? Mm-hmm. And which was, so 1 ETH got you 100 coins, and I still have 83 of those. So that's pretty. So I'm sitting on 83Y though. That is, and there's 171 holders. That's it.
That's crazy.
So again, small supply. If the project does anything, it'll go pretty quickly. So, and it's actually going to have a functionality. It's going to be a casino essentially. So, you know how I feel about casinos.
You're pro casino.
Pro casino. Yes, I am pro casino. Yeah. So those are my bags. What am I missing here? What do I need?
I don't know. Like,
that I can still get.
It's this weird time. Like, I think Wi-Fi is primed for a move. I just bought Pickle based on a tweet. I do a lot of my
look, I gotta tell you, I've just decided, and you actually had a really good tweet about this.
I'm gonna loop that.
Yeah, you actually had a good tweet about this, and I couldn't agree more. And it's just like, listen to people that are smarter than you is essentially the tweet, right?
Yeah.
And by those people, you were probably referring to Ledger and Messi.
Probably.
And so I'm just. Why fight it? Just fucking. I'm aping.
Right.
Like, and just turn the tweet notifications on so Messi doesn't dump on you, and that's it.
Well, I think the trick too is getting like that first or second time they tweet about one. You know what I mean? Like okay, this is a fresh one, and then like that's what I do is I look. It might not just be them, or maybe somebody else, but then I'll look at the chart. And then, look at the market cap. Like, it's not maybe the only thing I'm using, but it's definitely a big factor. And then I kind of mix it all together, right? What's the market cap? What's the chart look like versus the, USD? What's the chart look like versus BTC or Ethereum? Whatever I'm going to be trading in. So I think
a big thing with these two is looking at the market cap, like you just said, versus similar projects,
right,
that existed or that are already, kind of worth a good amount, right? And then that's kind of how you can get an idea of how much room maybe is there to go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, which is probably, I didn't take my own advice on some of that stuff, like. I feel like I have to relearn the altcoin game. You know what I mean? So, like, I probably could have just bought into Rook even though I thought I missed it because the potential upside for a market cap perspective is so much higher than it is even right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, and that's the problem. Like, you feel like I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to chase pumps, but then you're like, oh, well, maybe this didn't even get started yet.
Yeah, I feel that way a lot of the time too. When something has moved, you're like, fuck, is there anything left in there? And then you may or may not pull the trigger. Like, I'm just looking at, like, Rook's got a market cap of about 110 million.
But Litecoin, I mean, obviously they're not similar projects, but
right,
like we just talked about this, right? It's like Litecoin's 8 billion. You're like, okay, which has more use case in the future, right?
Right. So that 100, yeah. So like Rook is, I don't know if I would jump right into Rook right now, but it's down 23% in the last 3 days, or the last 7 days, pardon me. So it's at 337. I believe we got to 4.
It got close to 4, I think.
4, maybe? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, maybe not. Like, it's ranked at 144. That's a tough one. Maybe. But again, that one, you could blink an eye. It could be in a top 50, right? So, they're tough to call. So right now, I think is you just do some research. You secure some bags. I also thought too. I have less bags today than I typically have. Like I probably have like eight or 9 bags right now total. And finding good one, like just finding key ones and putting a little bit more into.
I was going to say that too. Less bags, more allocation.
Exactly. And that seems to be working pretty well. But yeah, it's I think right now is if you can get your like Doge, like we'll talk about that later, but Doge pumped today. And we all know what happens when Doge pumps first. So right now might be a good time to kind of do some research, secure some baggage, and then over the next couple of weeks, maybe we see some fireworks, right?
Totally. Agreed. All right. So shall we move on to the news? There's a lot of news happening.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Let's get to the news. All right. Start with Dogecoin.
All right. There's a lot of news today. Dogecoin. Because we have so much non crypto news, I actually didn't go to the Block Crypto, and I'm holding out on them until they provide sponsorship funds. So Bloomberg is where I went today. This is the headline here is Dogecoin surges 77% as retail fever pitch stretches into crypto. So the frenzy of Reddit-fueled stocks is reaching, we're going to get into that later, is reaching some of the wider parts of the cryptocurrency world. Dogecoin, a digital coin, started as a joke, soared as much as 77% since 11 a.m. Hong Kong time, according to data from cryptocurrency tracker CoinGecko. Over the past 24 hours, it's up 42% to 1.12 cents. Users on the Reddit thread Satoshi Street Bets touted the gains with posts like up 25% in the last hour, first dog on the moon, and need $1 Doge. Another one said Doge equal the crypto GME. Oh yeah. I thought they misspelled game, but yes, Doge. Doge equal the crypto GME, referring to the GameStop Corp, the stock that surged some 400% this week as retail traders squeezed short sellers. It's pretty crazy. We were talking that a little bit before the show, but the extreme volatility is entirely normal in the crypto space. We're used to this. The normies out there may not be. Where hundreds of coins compete for attention with gimmicky names, far-fetched blockchain ideas, and campaigns on social media. Last year, a TikTok trend encouraged users to invest in Dogecoin with the idea that there's serious money to be made if the price hits $1, prompting the price surge of more than 40% in 24 hours. Dogecoin's market capitalization sits at about 1.4 billion, the 33rd highest among cryptocurrencies according to CoinGecko data. So yeah, Doge getting a little love from Bloomberg. So this is like real world news, not the Block crypto news. You know what I mean?
Wow, you just ruined our chances of getting a sponsorship now.
They don't even answer when I tweet at them.
We don't even get a like.
I'm going scorched earth on these people.
Yeah.
Do you want to get the next one?
All right, so I got the next one, and it they're all kind of intertwined today.
That's what I tried to do. I tried to mix
crazy action with. Yeah, we're seeing so much crazy. So are you abreast of what's going on with the GameStop and AMC and all this stuff?
I mean,
have you been following it?
I wouldn't say I've been following it, but it's almost impossible not to be aware of it if you're on Twitter. It enveloped my entire timeline. So I had to do a little bit of...
Well, it's fucking bullshit is what it is.
It is.
I mean, wait till you look... wait till these people. I guess we'll explain the whole situation if for anybody who's not going. Let's read the news story here. So this is from TheVerge.com. Robinhood blocks purchase of GameStop, AMC, and BlackBerry stock. Users can still close their positions, but can't trade more. So Robinhood has added new limits to its app to restrict users from buying and trading any of the popular Reddit or Wall Street Bets stocks, including GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Nokia, and more. Users will still be able to close out existing positions, but won't be able to buy more of the stocks. The company is citing the recent volatility in the market as the reasoning behind the change. This is a quote from them. "We continuously monitor the markets and make changes where necessary. In light of recent volatility, we are restricting transactions for certain securities to position closing only, including the following ones that I just said. We also raised margin requirements for certain securities." The development is the latest in the ongoing saga that has seen a group of Reddit users from the Wall Street Bet subreddit band together in an effort to drive up the stock prices of companies like GameStop and BlackBerry in defiance of traditional hedge funds that had shorted those firms. Robinhood, a popular stock market application, allows amateur day traders to purchase those stocks without fees, and it has been a key tool in the Reddit group ability to push prices up. So you following so far?
So far, so good.
So Robinhood isn't the only major company to stop accepting these new trades. Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, also restricted. The move has infuriated members of the Wall Street Bets subreddit. A top post on the subreddit this morning calls the decision market manipulation, with angry comments calling for users to dump Robinhood for good and lamenting the ensuring fall in stock prices that shortly followed the announcement. Well, that's because they can't buy more. The group's official moderator account has also protested a decision by Robinhood, highlighting the unfairness of the fact that day traders cannot make new investments in the stock when traditional firms still can. All right, so that should be enough to get us through this story here.
Right.
What do you? So do you get what's going on here?
So let me tell you what I'm thinking, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong. So these guys on Reddit wanted to pump a stock, which is totally in their rights to do.
So here's what they did. So there's all these hedge fund investors that are shorting these companies like into the ground, like GameStop.
Right. GameStop is nothing, right? Like it was a nothing company at the time.
There's still GameStops that exist.
Are they very popular?
GameStops are well, they actually just closed like half of their stores during the pandemic, I think. So like, it's a company that it was on its way down. Company.
Okay,
yes, it's a struggling company. So all these hedge funds are shorting this stock, right?
That's what I figured. Yeah, and
they were shorting at 140%. So meaning they're like borrowing stock to short against it, right? So all these Reddit guys decided, hey, we're gonna just buy and buy and buy and buy and buy, and buying obviously causes the price to go up. So. And all these hedge funds are getting squeezed out of their short position. So you know what a short squeeze is, obviously. You trade crypto. So, if you're short and everybody keeps buying, it's squeezing your position. You either need to cover, which, bet more, or you need to close at a loss, or you get liquidated at some point, right? Mm-hmm. And so this just kept happening, and people were buying and buying and buying. And then the hedge funds lost billions of dollars and decided that they were going to be whiny little bitches, and are calling for changing of the rules after they've been, manipulating the rules for years and years,
and fucking over people too, right? For years.
Of course. I mean, so and now they're whining that people are making them lose money, and so Robinhood. I mean, now they're like, this is terrible what they're doing right now.
This was worse news than I think what was happening yesterday.
Well, because it's basically these institutions saying, nope, fuck you guys. You can't do what's in the rules to do. You know what I mean?
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Robinhood went to market basically being the app.
Yes, I saw a tweet from them this morning that literally from 2016 that said, "Let the people trade."
Right. Right.
Yeah. And so I mean, but now let's take it back to what we do here. Just think about how bullish this is for,
oh my goodness,
decentralized finance, DeFi,
right,
that we were just talking about, right? Or crypto in general, or Bitcoin. Like all these little retail guys that are sitting here now pissed because somebody told them they can't make money, and while they're following the rules, basically just censored them all. And in addition, Reddit took their group down. Discord took their group down and blocked them. And and so they moved to Telegram, which crypto people are familiar with as well. So, you know, like this is a bastion type moment for bullish case for DeFi and crypto and Bitcoin and decentralization and censorship and all that stuff.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, did these people not make a shitload of money too? The Reddit users? Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're buying stock.
So theoretically, they're going to bring a fucking shitload of money, fresh money, into cryptocurrency if they choose to venture this way, right? That's what I'm thinking?
Potentially. So here's an update, right? So GameStop got all the way up to almost $500 today. then they were halted, and it tanked. It's down back to like 150. Absolutely tanked because nobody can buy it.
Right.
Well, like, and how is that fair? Now the institutions can go back and short it, but you can't go buy it if you wanted to,
right?
Because it's halted. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll see a bounce. They can't keep it closed forever. I mean,
did you see the interview? Like they were talking, maybe they would take this down. I didn't know this guy, Chamath Palihapitiya.
Oh, my brother's a big Chamath guy. Apparently, I didn't know about him till a couple days ago. And then,
did you see the interview with him yesterday?
Yes, which was pretty. I
thought that was a great explanation. Maybe we'll tweet it out from the REKT podcast one later today. I don't know, but they were worried that interview would be taken down just because of the truth he was laying down during that interview in regards to, you know, the financial markets and how they say it's a free market, blah 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 blah, and you know now the government can just come in, or the governing bodies of the market can just come in and shut people out and prop up institutional investors, but retail investors they can just shit on. So no, I thought that was a very, very good interview from. He's also one of the owners of the Warriors. I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude's a billionaire. He's
so he might know what he's talking about. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, he does. But it's refreshing to have his perspective in that situation.
Well, somebody that knows what they're talking about, giving a fairly honest take on what was happening, I thought was pretty interesting.
So I mean, you can't, like you said, go on Twitter today without seeing this stuff. It's all over the place. Portnoy, who we have had interactions with on crypto, he's coming out and just basically how can you fucking do this? Like, you can't change the rules. And apparently he's going on CNBC today or something to talk about it, and he's just livid. I mean, you know, I think he had $1 million. He said he had $1 million in GameStop or something, or was it
like AMC maybe or something?
It might have been AMC, which is also getting just destroyed today. But I mean, it's kind of bullshit. But like I said, huge bullish case for what we're into over here. So it's like, hey guys, come look at us.
Yeah.
Hey, not even that. Wait till you find out that you can trade illiquid shitcoins 24/7, 365 with no censorship
and leverage,
and lots of leverage. Yes, and at 100x leverage. Come on over. You know, buy Badger.
Pump it. Pump that shit.
I mean, I don't even know. Do we even need to do any more news? Like, those are the things that are happening.
I agree. Like, that's it. That's what the people should be know. That people should know about this stuff. And when it was happening yesterday, I thought it was just kind of another news day. And the more time that goes by, and you kind of highlighted it, I think this could be a big catalyst in the market. This could be a moment in time where things have it could create a very big change in the financial systems of the world. Really, like it could be one of those things.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty crazy, and it's I think it's so like our last. What doesn't make sense to me is like the last news story we were gonna do here is about how Reddit just had a partnership with Ethereum.
Yeah,
which. Okay, so then they're gonna go censor the stock group.
Not so good.
It just doesn't make sense.
I don't know,
but I don't know. I agree. I think it's a big thing, and all these people, because we saw in the last year or so with Robinhood, and even when they started doing crypto and all of that, like we saw those retail investors kind of flock in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, because wasn't Robinhood one of the first places you could get Doge as well?
Yeah, Doge, Bitcoin, but you couldn't withdraw it or send it, I think. So like it really was, that was the knock on them when that happened. Right. It was like there was no custody, right?
Gotcha.
But so, like all these retail traders have come into the market over the course of the pandemic with their stimuluses and all that stuff. And now they're realizing, hey, deck might be stacked against you, and it's so, hey, come over to decentralization, man. As I take a hit of the bong, like decentralization, bro. Yo, trade your liquid shit coins over here. Oh, don't worry about the gas fees.
Fucking gas fees. Don't get me started. Just happily paying $30 a transaction over here. Yeah, God damn. Oh well, fuck it. Just another 30.
Anyway, I think that's a good place to stop the news for today. I
agree.
We touched on the big things, so we'll remember this. It's episode 1 AG is the big moment for crypto in the course of history, I think. Mm-hmm. That's gonna do it for the news. What else we got today? We were heading up on time here, but I think we got one more segment. What do we got?
So we can do one of two things. We can talk about because as much news as we've had in the legacy market, we've had some news in the crypto market too. Not so much news as far as celebrities.
Oh yes, wait, we do have celebrities
chatting about cryptocurrency. So
we have so many.
Yeah, so many. Because I thought that one, I thought that was interesting. I thought one was in one of those cameos again, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it.
This was tweeted out. I'll just go here right now. This was tweeted out by the TikTok investors. If you don't follow them on Twitter, you have to. You must. And it's from somebody who we have talked a lot about on this show from the beginning of the pandemic, and that is none other than Miss Carol Baskin. We have a celebrity sighting from Carol Baskin here that I will play for you right now.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens on the Dogecoin army. It's Carol Baskin from Big Cat Rescue. There is so much going on for Dogecoin right now. Oh my goodness. Check out all of the news and be sure and do all of your own research on this. And if you like what you see at Dogecoin, then donate to #Dogecoin to help animals if you can.
Wow. Carol Baskin. I bet it was a cameo and the watermark was somehow removed.
Yeah, it must be. I was looking for like a blurry area, like where maybe they removed the watermark. But yeah, so I thought in cameos they would say who purchased the cameo. You know what I mean? She doesn't really. She just kind of. But I think she's also promoting her website that they take Dogecoin,
which is crazy.
Right? I think that's what she's saying. So that was huge. Carol Baskin, icon of the, like you said, of the pandemic, the early days, Q1 pandemic. It feels like so long ago.
We have another big one here.
Who else do we got?
This person has 5.2 million followers. Any guess?
Oh, did they recently make an NFT?
No, that's the last one I have.
Okay, all right.
That's the last one I have. This one, his
5 million, you said?
5.2 million. This person's pinned tweet on 7/26/18. In this world, you either crank that Soulja Boy or it cranks you. And of course, I am talking about the one and only Soulja Boy. He has taken a big liking into crypto in the past 2 weeks or so. He literally 22 hours ago fell in love with stocks and crypto. #obsessed. What's wrong with me? Soulja Boy NFT collectibles. Let's go. Let's see. He's all in on crypto and NFTs and everything. He also says here 2 days ago, imagine a crypto casino. Soulja Boy, we got you over there at Y though. You can pump my bags, buddy.
Like that. That's an easy one to rap too. Like you know what I mean. You could make a bar on Y though. I think right. Like that's a fun one.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I'm not a rapper by by trade, sure. But that seems like an easy one.
Then he retweeted Tyler Winklevoss talking about creating an NFT for him or with him. Then he tweeted out 19 hours ago, Soulja Boy NFT collectibles on the way. I'm excited. He posted a Discord link. I wonder what's going down in there.
Jeez, who knows?
Yeah. Oh, man, he's deep in it. He posted his Tron wallet address 30 minutes ago. We got Soulja Boy up in this hoe.
Wow.
Soulja Boy up in this hoe. Watch him crank it. Watch him flow.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so that's number 2. Number 3, also NFT related, but I think he also tweeted that he has some shitcoins as well.
I think so. Yeah, I think I heard that.
And that would be the one and only Mark Cuban, the Cubes.
The Cubes.
Yeah. He tweeted at Doge Toshi, I definitely got my share of shitcoins, LOL. And then this is after, that's because this person, he tweeted 22 hours ago, look what I found, the roll-up 2021 on collectible app Rarible, and it's a NFT of him dancing, I guess.
Yeah.
And so somebody went and found Cuban's Ethereum wallet and posted a link to his Ethereum wallet. And let's see what he's got here. Do
you know somebody bought that NFT?
Did they?
Yeah. Do you know how much it sold for?
No.
$37,000.
Shut up.
No, just him dancing. 37 grand.
In his wallet, he has only half an ether worth of stuff. He's got.
I got more than Mark Cuban. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no.
Did you do that drop-down screen?
No, he's got... Yeah, no. So the drop-down, he's got actual ether in there. He's got 0.5 ether. But he is staking...
What's he got in there?
He's got 450 Aave staked.
Oh, he was talking about Aave.
$139,000 worth.
All right.
Wasn't he like just talking about how crypto sucks? Too long ago.
2 weeks ago, I feel like that was the case.
He's got a coin in here. He's got 100 of something called Friends with Benefits. He's got 100 of those worth $960. He's got 50,000 hex.
He's got
1,000. Yeah, he's got 1,000 MASQ.
He's got mass too.
Yep, he's got 100 serum. He's got 20,000 parachute.
I don't know what that is.
1 grow, whatever the hell that is. And then he's got a lot. This looks like almost like he's been. Oh my God, he has Y though. He's got 3 Y though.
So I wonder if people are just sending him
stuff.
Yeah, because if you can see the address, then maybe somebody from Y though sent them 3, or somebody from
maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious. It could be. Because that's only $37 worth at the moment, but
if you see it, if you're going through Mark Cuban's Ethereum wallet and you see Y there, you're like, fuck it, I'm getting some Y though. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely. He's got 0.69 Badger. This is great.
That's
so
funny.
Yeah.
We gotta make REKT.
There's just so many. That must be what's happening. Because there's so many of these little small balanced these smaller balanced tokens.
But if the ones he's staking are probably his, so like Aave.
Oh, the Aave. I mean, it's 130 grand.
Right. Nobody's sending him 130 grand worth of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think. That's crazy.
Wow. Anyway, I mean, look at those celebrity sightings. Huge. We're talking about ridiculously popular and iconic celebrities like Carol Baskin.
Right.
Cube's got 8 million followers.
That's not nothing.
That ain't nothing. That is 8 million more than I have.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, all right. I think that's gonna do it for us today. What a show! Good to be back. What do you think?
Oh, I missed it. I was chomping at the bit trying to get back. So I was.
I think this was a banger. Let's there
was.
We got to give the people what they want.
If you were going to be off this week, which would have been well deserved, I would have just put
I was really thinking about telling you to just fuck off. Like I was like,
I try not to push it. I try not to push it too much. I want to give you your space, but I would have done a 4-hour stream of consciousness episode all by myself, like from 1 a.m.
Would you actually have?
Probably. I'm not well.
Decentralization, bro.
I'm not a healthy person.
Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, that is gonna do it for us. Until next time, don't get wrecked, and that is financial advice.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening. You can help support us by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and become a REKT patron by signing up for a monthly tier on patreon.com. That's patreon.com/REKT podcast. Don't get wrecked.